So one of the fun things I got to do when I was in high school was show choir, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work too. I remember really learning how to, well, to dance first of all, but then to do that at the same time with singing. It took a lot of concentration. It took a lot of breath. And when I first started, I couldn't do like two moves and actually make anything come out that sounded good from my voice because it was like a lot of work and it took a lot of endurance. And but finally, by the end of a season, we could all make it to the end of a show by putting all of our effort forward, all of our energy just totally out there while singing at the top of our lungs and dancing as hard as we could. I couldn't believe the amount of endurance that it took, but that I was actually able to put forth in that time. Endurance is something that's important for all of us in this life. I don't think we really think about it, but it takes endurance for us to learn anything. For us to learn how to walk, we have to keep trying. To learn how to talk, it's true too. I mean, all of these things really take endurance from us. And the same thing is true with our faith. Faith is not something I think that comes easy. Sometimes it could be something that comes quickly, but it doesn't mean that it comes easy to us. And nor does enduring in our faith. In fact, that can be even more difficult. Today in the letter to the Hebrews, the author tells his readers that you have, don't let go of your confidence. He says, remember these moments where you had to endure for the sake of your faith. And he says that it takes endurance to do the will of God. The same is true for us. We cannot go day to day and think that things are just going to fall into our lap. Sometimes God really gives us blessings, but we have to be prepared to endure whatever may come. I know that there's a lot of things in the world that can make us despair. There's a lot of things in the world and in our personal lives that can make us doubt. And that's a hard thing to do, but our endurance is what proves to be the key to our salvation, really. At least from our side of things. God does the rest, really. And what Jesus says in the gospel is he talks about the kingdom of God being like a farmer who goes out and plants seeds. And he says he goes to bed and then the seeds sprout. The farmer knows not how. I think this is a great image for how we are called to endure. That as disciples of Jesus, we are called to continue to plant seeds. That we're continued to go around and preach the gospel, witness to who Jesus is for us in our lives and who he truly is, that he is truly the Son of God. And not worrying about the reaction we get in the moment, because a lot of times there's going to be little to no or reaction or even one that is contra the message of the gospel. But it is the kingdom of God working through us. It is Jesus himself who works through us in those moments. So it's not for us to say how effective it will be. That's for the Lord to do the work, but we have to get the message out there. And then also, like the farmer, we get to be those people who sometimes get to reap the benefits of the harvest. When we see someone who is becoming alive in their faith, we invite them to do something more. We invite them to be more involved in some way. So we get to be on both sides of that. But oftentimes we don't get to see the whole thing through. So today ask the Lord for more endurance, to be one who is ready to endure in your faith, to keep planting seeds so as to build the kingdom of God.